Yoski, what's going on, guys? My name's Ryan aka Hero, and today we're gonna be looking at Shigaraki and his road to becoming the ultimate villain. So, the one cool thing that I really like about the My Hero Academia series is that not only are we following a hero in the making, but we're also following a villain in the making. And of course, the villain in the making is Shigaraki. Now, before I get into all of this, I do want to have a few announcements for my channel. One, I'm gonna be trying to upload more videos throughout the week. Obviously, doing one video a week is nice because I can put a lot of time into it, but at the same time, I feel like I owe you guys a lot more than just one video. So starting now, assuming that I'm not gonna be behind in school and anything like that, I'm gonna try to focus on making more videos throughout the week and maybe even trying to make them longer. Now, the editing style of my videos, for me at least, takes a decent amount of time. I know many more people who are qualified editors and better YouTubers than me would look at my content and be like, bro, I could do this like in an hour. But for me personally, I just, it takes me a long time, okay, and I'm slow, alright? I mean, I'm slow at working on this. But yeah, so expect, I want to say 2 videos during the week at minimum. I'm obviously always gonna have the 7:30 on Saturday upload schedule going on, but the other video is just gonna be random throughout the week. So if you guys want to be notified on all of my upcoming videos, make sure to ring that bell button. And for all the people who are asking me about what happened to Naruto Blazing, maybe you guys haven't been on my channel for a while, but I do want to clear it up in this video just so that I kind of stop getting those comments, man. Sorry, it's been a minute since I've uploaded any Blazing whatsoever. But basically, I want to make videos that I want to make on this channel, and right now, I have no desire to play Blazing. I haven't touched it in months, and if you guys are only here for Blazing, I do suggest you guys just, hit that little unsubscribe button. It won't hurt my feelings. I understand that you guys came here for one style of content, and I switched up, so I appreciate you for staying and watching my channel up till now, but as of right now, I don't see Blazing coming back anytime in the future. Unless they have some like crazy people, nothing. I don't think I'm gonna be going back to it. In terms of mobile games in general, the only game that I'm playing currently on my phone, that's even on my phone, is Epic 7, and I did say I probably might try and stream it every once in a while, so if you guys have played that game, I highly recommend it. That shit is lit. But yeah, just wanted to get that all off my chest, and let's hop straight into this. So if you guys haven't caught on or anything, this video is obviously gonna have some manga spoilers. I think that's what I'm gonna be doing with my thumbnails from now on. If it's gonna revolve around manga, there's gonna be some kind of manga panel or something in the background of the thumbnail, so just keep that in mind. Hopefully this one wasn't a spoiler. Like I said in my last video, I'm still trying to figure out what is acceptable and what isn't in terms of, trying to make sure anyone who watches my channel who only watch anime don't get spoiled or anything like that. So I'm gonna try to keep it vague, but any input would greatly help me out. Alright, so as I was saying, the creation of a villain. Shigaraki has a seemingly pretty dark past. His parents were butchered, and he was found by the man none other than All For One. Whether or not All For One actually killed Shigaraki's parents, I'm not sure. I believe Vocal Pineapple made a video on it. I haven't watched it or anything, but I highly recommend his channel. This shit's lit. Have you seen his thumbnails? Anyways, basically after getting picked up by All For One, he was instantly kind of like brainwashed in a way. He was told that the heroes were at fault, that they should have saved him, but they were nowhere to be found, which is basically the foundation of why Shigaraki hates the world and everything it has to do with heroes. Remember guys, Shigaraki is still pretty young. Currently in the anime/manga, he's 20 years of age. And as a 20-year-old myself, I can tell you guys, I still got a lot to growing up to do, alright? Shigaraki still has a very long road to go to becoming an actually good villain. Up until recently in the anime/manga, Shigaraki wasn't alone. He had a squad that was set up by All For One, and basically was given any resources All For One had, so it was relatively guided until now. And at the beginning of this arc, we saw that without All For One, they were struggling. They didn't have revenue, they didn't have the manpower, let alone the Nomus themselves. Now that changes, I'm assuming, relatively soon, but we'll see. Also, another huge loss for the League of Villains is the fact that their personal teleporter, Kurogiri, has been captured and is in prison. so they are really down on their luck at the moment. This arc starts off with the League of Villains infiltrating and essentially robbing a cult church, if that's a thing. They end up realizing there's nothing very valuable in this entire place, and they get pretty ticked off. Now this just shows how much they actually are struggling now that All for One is prisoned up. They've resulted to robbing little places for their items and goods to sell to the black market. They get back to their base and a fight breaks out between every single member. They start losing faith in their leader, Shigaraki, and that's when they hear somebody yell out, "I finally found you." The floor rumbles and cracks, and a huge beast comes out of the ground. I'll be honest, I don't really know how to pronounce his name, so I'm just gonna call him Gigantic. Gigantic looks down at the League of Villains and says, "So you are the successor of All for One." Now, I just think this is just something that's really cool. Even though All for One has been captured and imprisoned, his influence is so strong, and the fact that he was at one time the main villain of an anime that we never got to see the time before Deku is just crazy. He's like the legendary villain, the ultimate villain. So it's just kind of cool to see the successor to the ultimate villain and his makeup. We always see the upcoming of a hero, but we never get to see the actual storyline of a villain and how he becomes the next top villain. So back onto the storyline, Gigantic is pretty disappointed, and he actually starts freaking out at the fact that Shigaraki is so weak. He's nowhere near All for One's power, and even Gigantic himself starts questioning, why is it him? This whole chapter is just a huge ploy to setting the grounds for Shigaraki to grow up and become a villain. Now, after the League of Villains essentially get destroyed, somebody on their radio starts talking, and it turns out to be the Doctor, who Shigaraki has been trying to find for a while. The Doctor is a subordinate of All for One and has many strong connections, and I believe he was the one that created the Nomus to begin with. So having his support would increase the League of Villains' power many times over, because essentially the Nomus themselves were the main powerhouse, the main foot soldiers of the League of Villains. The Doctor teleports the League of Villains into his secret base, and after talking with them, Doctor aligns his allegiance with Shigaraki, but not without proving himself completely. The Doctor came up with a testing where Shigaraki was sent off and had to make Gigantic submit. Again, this is no easy task. Gigantic is a powerhouse. He's huge, he's strong, and he has mad stamina. So Shigaraki takes this challenge immediately. He goes, gets teleported back, and starts attacking Gigantic. A month and a half passes, and Shigaraki is still getting his ass kicked. Gigantic fights for 48 hours and 44 minutes straight without rest, and after that, he takes a quick 3-hour nap before attacking again. Soon after Gigantic takes a nap, Twice gets a phone call, and this changes the entire arc all in one. They find out that it's the Liberation Army. This alone has me so hyped, because the Liberation Army is many times stronger in numbers than the League of Villains. So right off the bat, it is not looking good for Shigaraki and his team. I believe this is the real test for Shigaraki and his road to becoming the ultimate villain. Now, I'm gonna go into the Liberation Army in a separate video, so if you guys are interested, you know what to do. You know what to do. Leave a like, hit that comment button, you know, type some things down there. Tell me what you guys want to see specifically. But overall, I do have a decent amount of ideas just off of the Liberation Army alone, so stay tuned. So they get sent to the city, and basically the city is completely filled with the Liberation Army. 80% of the population alone is part of the army. So the cool thing in this chapter 225 is that right off the bat, you see Shigaraki running past a bunch of the Liberation Army and just completely obliterating them, which really goes to show how much Shigaraki had grown from that month and a half of training with Gigantic. I'm 100% sure we still haven't seen his max power currently, but just from what I've seen, I'm pretty hyped about it. Shigaraki is gonna grow a lot during this arc, so I'm pretty hyped about it. And with that being said, I think I'm gonna end off the video here. If you guys enjoyed it, leave a like and all of that wonderful, lovely stuff. Make sure you guys hit that like button and support my videos, because they truly do mean a lot to me, and you guys are amazing, as I've already said on my last video. And yeah, if you guys are really interested in these manga style videos, I'm gonna make a bunch more, just because the My Hero anime isn't coming back until October. That's another 6 months, which is an extremely long time, and I love My Hero so much, so I do want to keep making content videos on those. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for max potential videos, and I'm definitely gonna get back into those. I just haven't found the right characters creators. So if you guys want to help me out in that aspect also, the comment section is completely open. And with that being said, I'm gonna end off the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, have a nice day.